Rocking and rolling. So, I want to make sure everything is rocking and rolling. Hey, how's it going? We are live again. We're back. And another beautiful day in the neighborhood. I'm still in Bali, in Ubud. Um, and this morning, after my morning meditation and ablutions, I was thinking about how everybody has something to offer. Many times, if you know me, you've heard me say so many times, everybody in the village got a skill. I really do believe that. I don't just believe that, I know that. Everybody who's existing, everybody who's alive right now, there's something that you have inside yourself, some type of skill or some kind of quality that actually can help other people much more than you realize. At this time, at any time in history, but right now, this is where we are. So, at this particular time, it's very, very important. It's extremely important. It is as beautiful as it is important to share the things we're learning as we're going. Um, Quite often, when we're in a space of not feeling so good about ourselves, where it's very difficult to share with other people anything because we're at a point where we're feeling like we don't have anything that we can share. But that's not true. We all have something that we can give, that we can add to the mix in a good way to help other people. It doesn't really matter what that thing is. Going inside to really assess and think about it. What do I have that I can share? One of the reasons this came to mind is because I was thinking of a client I had at one point who was extremely overweight, and she felt very, very bad about it. She was in a constant state of in and out of different programs, trying to lose weight, all kinds of boot camp things. She spent thousands and thousands of dollars on trying to get a handle on her situation. And in the meantime, she was depressed most of the time. She felt horrible most of the time. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, she felt terrible. And when I began to coach her, and of course we were working with nutrition and physical things and other things, as we started to break down what the main problem was with the eating, hey, how are you? Um, I started to realize something. This is not only about the nutrition. This is not only about the quantity of food. This is not only about the choice of foods. I start realizing, okay, this is a self-worth issue that's coming to play much more than I realized when I first started working with her. So her go-to meal, her go-to meal in terms of the addiction to food, as she was calling it, was a Big Mac, fries, and a Coke. Big Mac, fries, and a Coke. Now, that could seem like the most horrific thing in the world to some people. To some people, that's like a glorious, wonderful combo of culinary delight. Um, but this was her situation. That was her number one thing. So what I said to her at one point was, you know what? I'm not taking any food away from you in terms of getting your food regimen together. I'm not going to take any food away from you. I never do when I do nutritional plans for people. We never take any food away, ever. We'll regulate it. We may have to change it, redo it a little bit, or just lessen the amount of it or the frequency. But we're not going to take everything away, unless it's something that you're literally allergic to and literally is trying to kill you. So what I told her was, take yourself to McDonald's. Go ahead and go. Go get your Big Mac and your fry. But when you get it, cut that Big Mac in half. Get the large fry like you normally do, but cut those fries in half. Get that large Coke. Ask for another glass. Divide it. Put it in another container. And then put all that stuff back in the bag. Put it in a bag. The half of it. Enjoy your half a Big Mac. Enjoy your French fries. Enjoy your half a Coke. Take your time. Actually enjoy it. And when you finish enjoying your meal, having satisfied all those wonderful urges, take that bag with your Big Mac and your fries and your Coke and give it to someone on the street, because more than likely you're going to see somebody on the street before you get to your car. She did this, and in a couple of weeks, she contacted me, and she said, I feel so much better. And I've cut them out altogether. And I said, really? I go, well, what happened? Because I kind of knew already. She was just like, I just started feeling better. The trick was not so much a trick, it was just a situation of the thing. She had no idea that she had any kind of value or worth. She felt like she had nothing she could offer or give. The simple act of dividing her food and sharing her food with somebody who needed food is what changed the situation for her. She ended up working for a group called Project Angel Food. And, going around driving meals to people. She found something through that. Now, everybody's idea is different. Everybody's story is going to be different. People will have different kind of calls, and people will be wigging out over, oh my God, McDonald's, wah, wah, wah. The point is, a person felt like they were worthless and had nothing to give, and found that there was something to give, that they did have self-worth, they could make a change. And by going outside of ourselves sometimes with something that we don't think is worth anything to anybody. We may have certain skills, certain ideas, certain thought processes that we may not think is a big deal. You may have had the experience of someone saying to you, oh man, that thing you said really changed me, or that thing you shared with me was really, really important. Wow, I think about that all the time, and you don't even remember the conversation. Why? Because you were more than likely in an authentic moment of simply expressing yourself as you are, with no intention of changing someone's life, and yet you probably did, and you don't even realize it. This is where living an authentic life to the best of your ability in your body. Enjoy your body. When it comes to food, when I was talking about earlier, food, eat whatever you want. Be sensible about your food. You know what's good for you. You know what's bad. You don't need books. You don't need lectures on food to know what's good for you and what's not good for you. Regulate it. Make it make sense to you. Be real about your exercise regimen. Especially now. Kick it up a notch. No matter what it is, no matter who you are, kick it up a notch. If you're used to walking around the block once, walk around the block twice. If you go to yoga or exercise or CrossFit or whatever it is a couple of times a week, might need to up it to 4 times a week. In your mind, how often Are you allowing those good things that you actually love into your mind? When's the last time you read a book simply for fun? And a fun book. That makes me reminds me of a friend who was going through a really stressful time, and uh, I said, read something you love. I said, when's the last time you read a book? And he thought about it and realized he hadn't actually read a book in about 6 months. And I said, dude, read a book. Read something you like, you know. So I said, read something nice. I saw him the next week. I was like, hey, did you find a book to read? He said, yeah. I said, you feeling better? He goes, no. I said, what'd you read? He had read a Stephen King novel, It. This was years ago, before the movie. And I thought, yeah, that might not have been the right choice. A great book, awesome book, may not have been the choice of book that you're looking for where you're trying to de-stress. But the point is, you have a lot of things at your disposal that you can do right now to make yourself feel better, move forward. Also, just know that everybody in the village does have a skill. Everybody in the village got a skill. And you just being you, you have the potential to help somebody whether you realize it or not. So that's just a thought that was going through my head this morning. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Mind Your Isness is about to kick off, my podcast where I'm basically calling friends of mine around the world and we're just checking on each other, see how everybody is. So take it easy and we'll talk to you soon. Also, these are going live on YouTube, so I'm getting my handle on seeing what's going to work the best to get these out and also for the podcast. So you guys take care and we'll see you next time. All right. Ciao.